I've made my mom upsetty. My mom did amazing things, and for example, she hung up the positron sign, but she also went ahead and put up my sound dampening panels, and I didn't notice. And she's like, "So what do you think?" I'm like, "Of what?" I didn't look up. I didn't see anything. I feel bad. All right, what's up? Hello, everybody. How's it going? I have to hold on. Okay, sorry. My Prusa Mini has a new build plate, and so I have to adjust the Z offset on it. Because, yeah, it's a Prusa Mini. Anyway, hello chat. Let's move to large nomad. Hello. Hello. How are you all doing today? No more banana bread from Mama Nomad. Yeah, apparently not. No more banana bread. Whoa, hello. Chair slipped out from under me. So yeah, what's up, chat? We got the farm in here. We did it. We got the farm in here. And my Prusa Mini gave me a nugget. It gave me a gift. No, this is the Prusa Mini is like a cat. Every once in a while you get a little gift. And it's not a gift that you necessarily want. What's up, everybody? What's up, ARJ? What's up, Tim? What's up, Raz? What's up, Rob? What's up, Sebas? What's up, Poity? What's up, Low Sync? What's up, Sebas again? It looks like it ran over a troll doll. Are we designing the side? No, not today. No, I believe there's a couple creators. Close the door. I need the air. I need the air. Close it, fine. Can I close it with this out here? Yeah, I can. Look at that. All right, door closed. No more banana. No, but I like the banana bread. See, chat. This is why having your parents as landlords is both a curse and... Okay, it is way too warm in here. It is already way too warm in here. Yeah, it is way too warm in here to leave that door open. Let me do this instead. There we go. Now it will not show the other room. Okay. So, what's up, chat? How are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing good. I am trying to get comfortable here. Give me a second to just send a quick message off. Okay. The slope is real. What slope? I'm so confused. Anyway. Yeah, what's up? Okay. So today we're working on a handful of things. All the printers are chugging away, doing various printer things. I am currently consuming sustenance. And the chair slides. Yeah. There is a slope that exists. And I continuously move in that direction. I just have to not let it do that somehow. But that's fine. That's a problem to be solved at some point. Anyway. Print a level floor. No. I have a Prusa XL. I don't have a Rat Rig 500. So, okay, we're doing a design stream today because there are things I needed to design that are kind of critical to this studio setup. So, one of the things is I need to print, like, a holster for my keyboard, because when I'm not using this keyboard, I don't want it to be on the desktop. I want it to be kind of, like, holstered somewhere. I don't know where yet. Haven't figured that out, but I need to figure out some way to store this. Are you failing already? You are failing already. How are you failing already? You are in timeout, good sir. Let me flip the bed. Let's do that. Let's flip the bed. I also have to figure out an ESD solution. This chair, as comfortable as it is, causes a lot of static electricity, which is problematic when you're working on electronics like 3D printers. Yeah, there's something up with the bed there. I think I just need to clean it. That, or I've ripped off too much of the polycarb. Don't know. Looks fine. I just have to clean it. So we will flip it over. Yeah, I look, I've dropped too many things on this keyboard. Keyboard was expensive, and I want to protect my investment. Oh yeah, I scratched up the crap out of this side of the bed. Let's do the smart thing here. Make an under desk tray for it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That is what we are going to do. So hopefully this isopropyl will quick clean up the bed and rejuvenate whatever was going on in that one spot. Hopefully I didn't remove the polycarbonate, because that would suck. If you don't know, these cryo grip plates, powder coated polycarbonate. Pretty cool. And a grounding pad. Yeah, I'm thinking, but okay, hold on. Doesn't a grounding pad need me to be barefoot? Isn't that how that works? I don't know. Okay. My desk is way too messy for us to do anything on it right now. I have stuff everywhere because we're in the process of mounting more rep racks. And a bunch of other stuff. Is that failing or succeeding? Ooh. Hold on a second. Oh my god, that is way too far away from the bed. How that didn't horrendously fail, I will have no idea. This was barely hanging on. Like, look at that first layer. Hello. That's not a partial clog, it's just, it is not close enough to the bed. Oopsies. Let me fix that. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of wing it and say that it's gonna go, there we go, 0.1 mil down. Hey, as long as it works. I mean, yeah, you're right. Let's do this. There we go. Less likely to show off the other room. Alright. So yeah, we're going to design a under desk mount for the keyboard. We are going to... Let's see, what else are we doing? I want to design... Where is it? So I have this little clock. Here it is. So I have this. It's a 24-hour clock, which... I don't like that as a 24-hour clock. Apparently there's a setting to change it to a 12-hour clock, but I can only set that in China. It's region locked. Like, this is Eastern Standard Time. This shows the time in Eastern Standard right now, but the Xiaomi app that lets me, like, actually control this, yeah, so if I open up my phone real quick. So if I go to Xiaomi Home, right? If I hit add device, I can go, you know, down here to temperature humidity sensor, tap on the Tap on the thing. This thing. We do a little dance. Do a little dance. Let it scan for nearby devices. It comes up in the bottom left there. So see that? See that red text? That says region unavailable. So you tap on that and it says available countries and regions include Chinese mainland. I can't. What? Now, thankfully, there's another app called Media Reader. Here it is. And this top one, if I refresh it real quick, give it a second. The time is wrong on this top one, but that's this one. So I can update the time from here, from this other third-party app, which is great. But yeah, it's strange. And then this other app gives me a logging of everything that all my sensors have done. Because I have one of these. So I have one of these in my Prusa enclosure as well as my XL, and I have one obviously just chilling. Is this Nomad struggles to set a clock stream? No, this is Nomad got blocked by mainland China stream. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Winnie the Pooh probably doesn't like me too much. How to never get featured on any Chinese platform ever. 1 second, I'm doing a live Z adjust because this is still way too far. Okay, that's starting to look good. That's actually at its limit. All right, so stop. Yes, let's clean the bed. Give me a second, guys. Oh yeah, that was barely on the bed. Okay, reprint. Okay. Yeah, there goes your chances of a Billy partnership. Good. To be honest, I don't think Winnie the Pooh likes Americans in general. Aha! Neither do I. I mean, I agree with you. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna design. I want to design a mount for this so that I can kind of stick it on the side, either up here on my right hand side, so I can just kind of glance at it. The important thing with this is not the clock. The clock function is not important to me. What's important to me is the temperature and humidity sensor, which is on the bottom. So that's what's important to me. So I'm thinking a side mount, just off to the side, maybe something. I have these. Maybe I could mount it to here, and then I could use this to kind of adjust it. Yeah, just use a GoPro mount. I can remove this little foot stand. Ah! Now it's on the floor. Ow. Ah, that really hurt. Ah. Ah. Ow, my weenus. So I could just stick this onto there. Thankfully, the screen is not scratched. Okay. So, let's see here. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on the Prusa Mini to make sure it doesn't screw up horribly. Okay, so we got to make a mount for this. We got to make a storage for my keyboard. Are you working finally? Yeah, you're doing better. You've still peeled up in that one spot, which sucks. Whatever. Nomad, you might want to consider a CO2 sensor for your space when you can, especially if you don't have good air circulation. So I should be fine. I have a door. I have... Nope, none of that's open up there. I have a door. I have curtain. And then beyond curtain is another door. And I have fan. I will likely put a CO2 sensor in here, as well as just like another air quality. I already have radon down here. Don't have to worry about that. Yeah, there's several things I need to figure out. However that be. Oh, wow, look at that. I was literally about to tell Jason, hey, don't count on open source. We just got accepted to open source. I will not be going. Unless they pay for me, unless open source pays for me to go, which... Sorry, I'm looking down at my subscriber count. No, I don't think it's happening, Chief. Yeah, open source is a big Maker Faire convention. It's okay. It's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff that goes on there, but it's alright. Like there's a lot of cool people there, and it was pretty cool to meet a ton of people, but yeah, So my opinion of open source is from the side of being a creator that has gone. There was a lot of things promised to us that got rug pulled last second. Essentially, like we were told, oh, you get to meet these people. You would be included in like the VIP section. Straight up, all that got revoked last second. Like, we were supposed to be at the VIP party, we were supposed to be at the, we were supposed to be able to get to meet people like Adam Savage and stuff like that. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. So I'm just gonna wait a few years. Like, I'm gonna let them figure it out. Because, mind you, it was only their second year. I don't think it was really figured out yet, like at all. But yeah, just no. I won't be going this year. Yeah. Yeah, it was okay if you had the money to go and you went as a participant. If you weren't going as an exhibitor, yeah. So that kind of was like the big... Exhibitors kind of got... Like, okay. There was the industry day. Industry day was like, okay, hey, it's Friday. People who pay to get the industry day pass can come in on Friday. Now, what we were told was that the halls would be closed, and it would just be like a kind of meet and greet kind of thing. That's not what happened. The halls were opened, so people were just roaming around the booths. And there was no way in hell we were going to leave the Positron booth unattended, with random people just walking around. Like, I'm sorry, we're not leaving a portable 3D printer booth unattended. So we kind of just got locked at the booth. That was the day of setup, by the way. Yeah, Mitch had a great time. Mitch also had a portable exhibit, so he was able to walk around. So Mitch had the opportunity to, actually do the things he wanted to do, which is awesome. Again, if you go there as a consumer, as an attendee, great thing to do. It's fun. But if you go there as an exhibitor, be prepared to stay there at your booth the whole time. That's just how it be. Because, like, straight up, you are not allowed to leave early. You are not allowed to leave your booth abandoned. If you go as one person, you cannot leave your booth. You cannot leave your booth at all. Like, if you leave your booth and you're the only one exhibiting at your booth, you will not be allowed back. That is literally what they have told people. You will not be allowed back if you leave your booth during the show for an extended period of time. And then it's such a big show that you can't really take shifts too much. Like, I was able to because we had a lot of people go, but yeah, it's way too expensive for the area it's in. And yeah, it is a show that's still trying to figure out what it wants to be. I think that's the best way to put it. Because you have this Maker Faire aspect to it, but you also have this Science Fair aspect to it, and then you also have this 3D printing convention. It's convoluted, and none of it felt focused. I think the best way I can put it, so when we go to shows, we don't go there to sell. We don't go there to sell printers. We don't sell printers at any shows. We go there to educate people on positron. That's what we do. And normally that does turn into sales at 3D printing shows. We typically make a couple sales at 3D printing shows. We made none at Open Source. None. Which is fine. I don't care if we made sales, but that is an indicator of how interested the audience was in what we were showing off. We had nobody really join our Discord. We had nobody really, sign up for a waiting list. One person won a positron, and that was awesome. But yeah, it's really difficult for me to say. I really hope that things get better in that regard, but we'll find out. Honestly, if it was in a city that wasn't so expensive, yeah, agreed. For me, it's like, it is, to go to Rocky Mountain, for example, it's $400. Because that is on the east side of the Rockies. But to go to San Francisco, it's $1,000 or more for me to fly out there. And that's just how it is. That's just how the prices are for flights. I'm sure as hell not driving out there. Hell no. Also, I'm realizing my glasses are making me look cross-eyed or have a lazy eye. I don't have a lazy eye, I swear. Here, let me fix that. There we go. So now I'm always staring at you. I'm actually looking over there right now. Anyway, so yeah, it's weird. Are you going to Murph? No. So Murph is too far out for me to go to, and it's too far. This AI thing is weird. I don't like it. No, we're turning that off. Murph is a little too far out for me, and it's too small for me to justify going to. Yeah, I was using the NVIDIA eye thing. It was really weird. Okay, anyway. We're getting off topic here. So my plans for shows this year are East Coast Rep Rap, Rocky Mountain Rep Rap, which I'll be going to obviously next month, because next month. So Rocky Mountain Rep Rap, East Coast Rep Rap, 3D Printopia, obviously. I'm hoping to get to Smurf. I'm really hoping to. I don't know if KB3D is going to do an event. If they do, I hope to go there, because it's not that expensive. Also, Northern Indiana is not LGBTQ friendly. Yes, that is a problem. And then I already did Philly Maker Faire. I'm only really planning on going to 5. And one of them's now not even this year. Smurf's been moved to 2026. Yes, thank you, Scott. I do appreciate that. But I hope to go to Smurf when it happens again, because that was a lot of fun, and I really want to go to Prague. Like, I wasn't able to go to Prague this last year. I really want to go to Prague now that I work for Big Orange. So I would love to do that. And you know, hopefully I can. But I'm just realizing that had been broken on the layer wise, and no one told me. Why are you not telling people? Okay, so good. Gruesome Mini's working fine. You're working fine. Everything's working fine. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. But yeah, that's how it is right now. And the state, I hate addressing the elephant in the room because it never feels good to bring up. With the tariffs, it's hard to say I'll be able to do any of this. So, for context, all of the funding that allowed me to go out to these shows was the donations from LDO. Only a few times had I actually been sponsored to fly out. But it's expensive. And I know that because of everything going on, LDO can't really... It can't really be as supporting as they want to be. Trust me, they want to be supporting. LDO's out of Shenzhen, China. So, yeah. So if positron sales go down, which they will, that is a guarantee that they will, and because they've been trending downward, and that's fine because we haven't really released anything new in the year. Pretty much everyone who's wanted a positron has gotten a positron, which is awesome. But because of that, it's going to be very difficult for me to afford going out to these shows, so I can't make any promises. I just know for a fact, Philly Maker Faire, which I've already done, East Coast Rep Rap, I can absolutely do, and Rocky Mountain Rep Rap. Those are the 3 that I know I can do. I'm likely not going to be able to do open sauce. I don't really want to do open sauce, and Smurf is a hope. Smurf is a hope, but it's not a guarantee. So, that's the plan. That is the plan. Subject to change. But hey, we've been growing here at Nomad's Galaxy, all thanks to you, and if we continue this path, this trajectory, then we might be able to do more. Who knows? I don't expect us to ever, blow up in popularity, and I don't really want this to become my job, so... Clownhammer, welcome! You haven't missed much. Just the opening rant, and overview of what we're going to be doing today. And we're going to be in Fusion today. Fusion is where we are chilling out today. Alright. So I think the first thing we're going to work on... Let's move over to the screen. In a corner now! Alright, let's do... Fusion 360. Okay. Dunzo. There we go. Okay. Who wants to see Prusa Wire real quick? Hold on. If we keep growing, Nomad's Galaxy will become Nomad's Cluster. I love the sound of that. Absolutely love the sound of that. That makes me happy.
I didn't understand that.
No one asked you, Bixby. Is there any print service that you would suggest? Like, if I make the files, they'll print for me. I don't know of any. I don't know of any. There's a ton out there. Be careful. Be very careful. Nomad's gonna be selling all our printers to go to Prague. Yep. Okay. Positive wire is taking a while to load. Or Prusa wire. Yeah, Prusa wire. Oh, you haven't heard of Prusa wire? It was our April Fool's joke that is actually a real thing we're working on. Essentially what we're doing is we're creating a revival kit for Mark IIIs, a conversion kit for Mark IVs, and the idea is that, hey, people who buy the Mark IVs to Core 1 conversion kit can get the parts for this for relatively cheap and get another printer out of it. Just takes a while to load the CAD. As you can tell, I already clicked on it a bit ago. Come on. Load, damn it. Fusion's thinking. Fusion's thinking real hard. I need to get a better, oh god. I need to get a better, base camera, because Logitech, for some reason, just keeps being blown out. Let's see, can I, camera settings, image. Unavailable. Oh, there we go. Ah, much better. Now I'm not totally blown out. Yay. Okay. Anyway, so I am choppy as hell. Why am I so choppy? Okay. Yeah, I think Fusion's just not gonna be happy with me. So this is Prusa wire. This is straight up a... Yeah, we are using the frame of a Mark IV and a Mark III, and we're turning it into a switch wire. We have a mini stealth burner right now, I think. No, that looks like a full-size stealth burner. But we're working on a mini stealth burner. We're using the Prusa power supply because the Prusa power supply works well. Yes, that means you're gonna have to buy a Prusa power supply. Trust me, it's worth it. We're working on the electronics position right now. Right in the front. And yeah. Should have made it Prusa Prozzy wire. Yeah, so the original joke was to make a render of it just like laying on its side, jokingly, that, you know, we just said F it. But no, we decided to do the right thing. Why not use the position screen CM4? Positron. Because that would require us to use the positron board, and I don't want to use a positron board. So our restrictions for this was use as much of the switch wire BOM as possible. Like, use as much of it as possible with as much of what is left over from a Core 1 conversion kit. So reuse as much as possible. So that's the idea. I have a MK3S and a switch wire kit from KB3D Fire Sale. What else do I need? You're gonna need a decent amount. Like there's Prusa parts that you're gonna need. Like the Mark III does not come with these expansion joints, but that's what we're using because we're using a Mark IV's bed. Mind you, a Mark III bed will work. We're also reusing. Oh, actually no, we're using. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna have to figure that out because this uses. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out mounting for that. Does the mouse screen work with any main board that is used PC? I guess it does. I don't know. I haven't tested it. That's an untested feature. There's a lot more. We're working on this. This is a massive work in progress still. We announced it. We're proud of the announcement, but we're working on it. Okay. Let's open up a new thingamajoo. Thingamagoo. Boy, someone really responded to me. Yeah, look, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let me swap over to... No, actually, just here. Alright, so let's go ahead do this. Let's measure. Alright, so the Mia, or however you pronounce this damn thing. I'm just realizing I don't actually have to design a mount for this. I could just use this and use a sticky because of how light this is. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. As I always say, work smarter, not harder. Are you running Fusion 360 on an Apple M2? No. No, I'm not. Oh, God, no. Oh, look at that. The sticky stuff I have on hand is literally the exact size. I'm just using this. Again, work smarter, not harder. Hi, Callie. Guys, I don't know. Done. This works. Hi, Callie. Hello. Yeah, so this works. This works really well. I don't, oh, hi. Oh. We did it. Stream over. No, we still got some more CAD to do. Hi, Callie. Hello. Callie says no design today. Hello. 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 Oh, you love it too? Okay. I'm glad that you do. Alright, I need you to get down. Can you get down for me? Can you get down for me, Callie? No? Okay, I'm gonna have to do the thing. Please. Callie, get down. Get. She's too cute. She's on the chair. Oh, there she goes. She was on the chair. She doesn't like being on the chair, but she was on the chair. Okay, let's mount this thing. I'll tilt the camera over. Oh, is it not going to... Hello? No, okay, it's not going to reach. Okay, well, you'll just have to believe me when I say that I'm about to mount this. Well, that's not what I wanted. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Put these down. How is the Prusa Mini doing? Prusa Mini is doing phenomenal. I love the Prusa Mini. Let me be clear. In the year of our I don't want to say that. In the year of our horror 2025, the Prusa Mini is a good printer. And I will stand by that. I love the Prusa Mini. I love it. Like, I'm sorry, the Prusa Mini is still such a good printer. It just works, man. Where are my... All right, there they are. Okay. Know anyone that has a used Mini for cheap? I don't know anyone that has a used Mini for cheap, but check Facebook Marketplace, check eBay. So I have the Mini Plus. I love the Mini Plus. The Mini Plus is just good. You can connect it to the internet. So it does half of the Ender 3S. The problem is getting one from the good half. Yeah, that's true. Well, I got my Prusa Mini brand new. I got it brand new from work. I was like, I'm returning the Soval. I want a small printer with a small form factor bed size. Because hey, I'm the positron guy and I like small printers. But I want something that's, not a positron. Because as much as I love my own creation, because I do, I love it very much. Positron is more of a project printer, and you can absolutely have a positron as your daily driver. And I have daily driven a positron. My positron is down at the moment, and I need to fix it. But I've been trying to get this studio up and running before I can jump into that. So I've been trying to get everything in here first and getting as organized as I possibly can. And it takes a bit. Ah, oh, come on. Seriously, are you just a bad screw? Are you a bad screw? Or am I just a bad person? I'm a bad person. I mean, I could just... Yeah, I could put it there. That works. Mount the positron on a shelf on the wall. Yeah, no, I actually will be mounting the positron somewhere in the studio. Like, I will be giving it a mounted home. Alright, I'm going to put this over here. If I can. And these are such cheap roll-in nuts. LTX, hello, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go. So it's not the most stable mount in the world, like by any means, but it works to hold it in a spot that I can always just go, oh, that's the temperature in here. So it's good. It's also e-ink, so like I only see it when the lights are on. I'm happy with that. How's the Sofall Zero? Oh, I'm returning it. Sofall did agree to a refund. They are sending me a shipping label, and then I'm sending it back. I will give Sofall this. They tried to help me troubleshoot it. I did not want to troubleshoot it. I refused troubleshooting. Mainly because I just don't have the time to troubleshoot it. I am building a studio, and I need my printers printing parts for the studio. And if any of my printers aren't functional... Okay, this is what happened. So, I got the Sofall Zero specifically to print small and quick ABS parts. But here's the thing, whenever I buy a printer, I don't just jump right to what I have it intended for, because I want to make sure I understand the printer. Now, so my goal was to do straight up ABS glass fiber on the Sofall. That was my goal, ABS glass fiber and ASA glass fiber. So, you know, abrasive materials on a tiny printer. That was my goal. And so I got everything, and I started with PLA. Mind you, I have Prusament. I have a lot of Prusament. Like, let me show you how much Prusament I have. 1 second. Lipstick red. More lipstick red. Jet black. Galaxy black. ASA shiny Prusa orange. What else? I have I got 2 kilograms of jet black. I have 2 kilogram jet black, 2 kilogram jet black. I have a lot of Prusament. I have a lot of Prusament. So as I think we can all agree, Prusament is kind of an industry standard when it comes to a filament. So Prusament PLA should be able to be printed on any machine. I think we can all agree that Prusament PLA should have no problems printing on any machine. And yet, standard Galaxy Black, which ships with every single Prusa printer, clogged no less than 5 to 6 times on the Sofall. And it wasn't like full clog. It would hitch, and then the extruder would eat the filament, and then it would not be able to extrude the filament, and then it would just keep going because it has no way of knowing when it's not extruding. So it was failing PLA not every time. Like it made PLA prints. Like this right here, this was printed on the Sofall. This came out okay, and this was a Prusament. This is not Prusament. Sorry, this is a transition spool. This is a transition spool from Jesse. It is early transition, which is why I have it. I don't think it's a heat creep issue. I think it's an extruder issue, and I tried troubleshooting. It is a speed problem. They are pushing the Sofall with a default profile way too fast. Way too fast. It is destroying the filament that's going in it. I tried slowing it down. It did not help. It was still messing up. So I said, you know what? Okay, maybe the PLA is just a little too rough. Maybe the PETG is tuned better. I swapped PETG and it was worse. I could get the first 3 layers down. I couldn't get anything else down. It was going too fast. At this point, I spent maybe 18 hours trying to get it to work, and I was just like, done. Because I needed something that could print ABS ASA, but I couldn't trust that to do it. So what did I do? Well, I started the return process. They were very responsive, thankfully. And I got a Prusa Mini. Now, the Prusa Mini can't do ABS ASA out the box. I have to get an enclosure for it. Guess what the easy part is of that problem? It's making an enclosure. I have a bunch of 2020 and I have a ton of acrylic. I'm just gonna make an enclosure. And it's going to be probably like the best enclosure that Prusa ever is gonna have, aside from the official Prusa enclosure. And then I'll be able to do ABS ASA on the Prusa Mini, no problem. And the great thing about the Prusa Mini is that my positron beds are compatible. So the whole reason why I'm now going with all Prusa and all... I'm essentially moving to one printer to rule them all kind of thing. And the reason is I want my beds to be compatible. I want to swap beds between my printers. I don't want to have, you know... I don't want to have 5 different beds or PEI sheets for every printer. I want to be able to be like, oh, I bought one carbon fiber plate that I can use on any one of my printers. So let me do that. I want to be able to swap my beds around. Which is why I got a switch wire, because the switch wire is cross-compatible bed-wise. So I was like a little hesitant about the Stovall at the beginning because it's a 150 bed, which is bigger than a V0. But I was like, yeah, let me get it. Let me try it. Yeah, I can't recommend it, at least not at this point. Hopefully better profiles become available and then it becomes better, but right now I can't recommend it. The Prusa Mini, however, obviously works. It has been printing everything. Hi, Mom. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
That's a ponytail, huh?
Yep. Mama Nomad here has done a lot to help out with the studio. You saw earlier, she hung the positron sign.
You can't really see.
It's currently out of shot. She hung up our sound dampening panels in a very unique way. I do like it. Yeah, but chat can't see that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to designing. Oh, she's not happy. Oh boy. Callie hates being picked up. Oh. No, Mom, leave it open. That's a befitting use of a sport.
All right, goodbye, everybody. Good night. I got jury duty.
Oh boy. Don't know for what case. We can't say, because then she can't be eligible for jury duty. Anyway. Guilty. Objection. Your Honor, I've never met this man before. Anyway. Let's move back to our design stream. Give them the chair. Oh god. Sebas going full throttle. Okay. So, here is the unique problem. I want to be able to holster this, but I don't want it to touch any of the keys. Now, thankfully, this is a very thin keyboard, so this should be pretty easy, but I'm just thinking something that goes along the side here. Kenneth, howdy ho. Nomad did it. He's not sorry. I'd be a great juror. I can tell a guilty person from a mile away. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. Just double checking things. Okay. Now, let me look at the mounting situation. Okay, so my mounting situation is just 120/20. So let's start with that. So the mount is literally, I'm going to say, so it's going to be 20 mil, and we're going to go by 100 mil. That'll give us some depth there. Now, let's go ahead and measure. Making pineapple carrot cake? Oh, no. I'm mounting it horizontal, so I can just take it, put it under the desk like that. I have an idea on how I'm going to do this. So let's see here. Did my calipers die? No. Okay, hold on. 0, 0. Okay, so the keyboard is about, I'm going to say 140. It is 139.2, but we're going to go with 140 just to give us some wiggle room. So we're going to go here. We're going to make that 20 wide. We're going to go 140. Okay, so this is a top-down view right now. We're going to... I got to do a few things here. So, okay, I'm going to leave it like that because I have an idea on what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead. Now we need to make this relatively thick. Yeah, okay, I did the right part. Okay, so let's see. What is the thickest part of this entire thing? Maybe about right here. All right, so 30. Oop, I just scratched a key. I probably did. 30 mil. So what we're gonna do. Oh, come on, seriously? Okay, I have a major gripe with Fusion here. It keeps changing my default orbit type to constrained orbit, which means I can't do this. Anyway. So, let's see. Now let's do 40. We know that the inner portion is going to be 35. Okay, so here's what we do. So we have this, right? So let's go here. Now, we mostly just need it. So let's cut it here. And there. Oh, wrong one. Wrong button. Okay, there we go. Now, so far, this is printable in this orientation, so that's not that bad. This works so far, but now I want to go up here. I want to find the middle line of right here. All right. And now I'm going to go on a 45-degree angle here. Right, and right there. That's not where I put that line. 45. Right there. Thank you. Okay. Right here, we're going to do... It's going to be 4.5. And then over here, we're going to do the same thing, but inverse. Oh, shit. 45. There we go. Go. That should be good. This is not holding a very heavy thing. Can you replace the caps? Yes. I will eventually 3D print my own caps for this. Eventually. Okay. So let's punch these holes through. Now this one, I'm going to use the hole tool. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Hole? No, that's not what I want. Okay, I'm going to use the thread tool. I'm just going to make this an M8. No, we'll make this an M10. There we go. That's going to be enough to get a tool up there. Yep, okay, that's good. So now what we'll do is go here, here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah. That's gonna look nice. That also allows for structural support all the way to the corner. Okay. Now I'll go here. Let's measure this distance here. Okay, so that's 160. Perfect. That's good. R. So what we want to do, go in here. We're going to make a, we'll go with an 5 mil lip there. And we're going to go ahead and bring that up. We're going to bring this up about halfway. So 15. The reason we're doing that is just to make sure that it doesn't have any problems. And then we're going to care for this. There we go. Now, let's measure this. Perfect. Look at that. That is the length of everything. Where the hexagons go? So normally what I do for patterns, and I don't know if I'm going to do it here because that's going to make it not very printable, but I usually just use infill. This also won't be a visible item at all. So I think I'm not going to do that. But let's go ahead and let's just add some niceties. We're going to chamfer those. Make me feel a little bit better about them. Yep. Alright. Print orientation still fine in this. That's a little... Actually, that's a little aggressive. So let's make that 4. There we go. Okay, that's better. Alright, yeah, that will allow me to get a tool up in there. That is printable. So here's a trick. If you don't want it to look like this, and you want it to actually be like a little natural, make that 45 and then add a slope. What that does is that ensures that this this fillet or fillet, however you say it, this is no greater than 45 degrees. That's printable, but it doesn't look like a standard chamfer. There you go. You just learned something. Sorry, I heard a noise. Yeah, it's a very useful trick. I use it a lot. So we're printing like this, I think. So here's another thing. You don't really want tight corners if you can avoid them. This is something I've kind of just learned on my own. Because a printer likes to run really fast and does not really give itself enough time to hit a corner. So by adding something like a chamfer right here, it kind of just... You have less messier corners because it's not just a right angle. Okay. Remember, we're printing in this orientation. Okay. Trying to think what else. We can add stuff to the back here, but there's really no point. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do this just to help make this a little bit easier to print. So 0.2. 0.4. All right, so by adding a chamfer here on the face that you're printing on, what you virtually do is... Actually, because there's chamfers there, it's kind of messing it up a bit, but... Okay, what we're going to do here is we're just going to do 0. Oh god, no, wrong button. Okay, so this is an old trick. You'll see it a lot on Voron parts, where there's a tiny little chamfer right there. We're going to do 0.4, because all my printers can do whatever overhang that's producing right there. I could just deselect that corner, and actually that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to select the corners that don't have it. Corners that are already chamfered, I'm just going to use that chamfer. There we go. Okay. It's like elephant's foot compensation. Yes. Coda! Oh, thank you for becoming a member, Coda. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, friend. All right. So by adding this small chamfer to the print face, yes, it's both elephant's foot compensation, and it's also a place where if you have a scraper, you can get the scraper under the part to get leverage to pop it off. So you're able to actually remove the part more easily than you normally would, because if you printed that flat, there's nowhere to get a tool underneath the part. By adding a chamfer there, you have a wedge that you can use to your advantage, which allows it to be removed a lot easier. There we go. As someone who prints in resin as well, it's a godsend to have that chamfer. Yes, it is. But yeah, there we go. So this little keyboard holder should work. My brain really wants to clean up this back end, but it's not visible. But I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to go in here. We're going to give it a similar 0.4 chamfer. That's just going to make things look a little bit nicer. Okay, we'll put a chamfer here too because... wrong button. So we'll put chamfers on all the hard edges. Too much. That literally does nothing for the design, but is what it is. Hold on, wait, let's actually copy this chamfer here. What was that one again? 2? 1.5. Okay, so let's do that. The chamfer, so with resin printing, when you're printing with resin, it is solid to the bed. And you have to use a tool to get underneath the print. With a chamfer, it allows that wedge to get the tool underneath the part to just pop it off. Okay. There we go. That looks fine. Looks fine. Brain, stop adding chamfers. I don't need more chamfers. This part looks fine as it is. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to save this. And we are going to save this to my admin project, and I'm going to call it Keyboard 2020 Holder. There we go. All right. Save as mesh. BMF. All right, now we're gonna go into Bruce's slicer. All right, let's swap over our screen here. I do it as a 3MF. All right, we're gonna take this. Its print orientation's best here. All right. I don't know why it automatically rotated this, so I don't like that. Can I reload this without it auto-rotating? Yeah, that's what I do. Right-click, save as mesh. Right. Come on. Peter, I know you want to die, but now's not the time. Okay, there we go. Before it auto-rotated for whatever reason. The lag is killing me, man. No, don't want to do that. My brain wants to instance it, but that is not the right thing to do. Alright, so now we're just going to mirror this along X. There we go. Simple as that. And we're going to go ahead and print this in P. Okay, we're going to set this to extruder 4, which is PLA. The prime tower is for speed. Yeah, I don't know why Prusa Slicer now automatically turns on the prime tower until you slice it and then go back, and now it's gone. And now you can properly nest things. That is a very close nesting. It will be fine, but my brain doesn't like that. But yeah, this will print just fine. Let me make sure that... So I was printing ABS recently. Oh, how did all that fall? What the hell? Back to where it belongs. Cool. All right. When I print ABS on the XL, I always set it to heat up the entire build plate, and you turn that off. Actually, real quick, we're gonna clean off the bed. It has a little bit of Vision Miner on it, and I don't. Vision Miner's great. I don't always want Vision Miner on my bed. Like, especially if I'm doing just a normal PLA print. Let me swap over to the live scene here. Okay, there we go. I just want a clean virgin plate. I don't want any adhesive on this. This PLA sticks to this really well. This, for anyone wondering, is real carbon fiber. This is not that fake PEO stuff. This is real. Does having CF sticker on your bed void the warranty? If it is a positron bed, yes. Positron glass bed, yeah. Because any modification to a positron bed will void your warranty. It was cut personally from someone's hood. Yeah, there's a very stubborn spot. Oh. The reason I'm not a fan of adhesives when I don't absolutely need them is because they leave behind like an imprint of the previous print that did not take up all the adhesive with it. So I like to really clean my beds. I think that's about as clean as I'm gonna get this. This is such a nice looking bed. It's again, it's real carbon fiber. This was a very expensive bed. I paid a lot of money for this. Worth it. Okay. So that's going to take us 6 hours to print. It's going to take a while. No, the CF bed does not make it print faster. As much as I wish that was true, it does not do that. Alright, set ready and print now. Okay, there we go. All my printers are chugging away. It's a good day when the print farm's chugging. We got the Prusa Mini going. We got my Mark IVs. It's a great day. There is only like a millimeter of space between the printers over here. Oh. There's a tiny fleck ETG there. I'm trying to get rid of it. I think I did it. I don't know. It was annoying me. I'm very happy with how all this fits. Got all mine going to 5 printers, 3 FDM, 2 resin. Nice. How are you always enjoying the Core 1? How is your Core 1 experience? We're getting I'm getting a Core 1, not here though, for work. I'm getting a Core 1. Very excited for that. So far, the Core 1 is not too bad. I'm waiting to see how it handles a run out. Oh, it's going to handle it great. Or at least it's going to handle it as well as any other Prusa printer does. As soon as it passes the filament sensor on the inside lip, it's going to stop and it's going to roll the filament out. So it works very similar to the XL in its filament runout detection, where it uses the side filament sensor to detect when it's run out of filament, and then it backs off the filament so that you can pull it out easily. Unlike the Soval, which is just going to eat the whole thing. Yeah, so the Soval filament runout detection, you want to know what it does? It lets it run past the filament runout sensor, and then it keeps going until it gets essentially to the tool head, and then it's like, okay, I'm pausing now that I've used pretty much up all the filament that was in the tube, and it's like, okay, how to get out the filament in the tube, Soval? What? That wasn't thought through. Some odd issues with the firmware are kind of goofing off and homing Z movements, but I think I need to get aligned a bit more. If it is like constantly homing, that's belt tension. Belts will loosen their tension over time. That is just a natural thing with printers. And for whatever reason, the core one's really sensitive to the belt tension. It's weird. I love the Prusa Mini. It's making that test shake so much. Okay, we have to do stuff for the shelf what's it called? For the drawer project. Let's do that. Okay. So, making a lot of progress on the multi-board. I got 3 weeks of queue. Oh boy, I have to actually start the multi-board. But the multi-board is probably going to be one of the last things I do. These drawers are a higher priority. Just check a few things here. Oh, it's adding me as a friend on Discord. Oh man. All right. So let's dive in. So, Okay, so right now I'm printing a ton of these tiles here. So that is what we're working on right now, because that is used in a lot of these drawers. So that I figured out. That was the first thing I needed to figure out. So the next one I need to figure out is this. So I just need 4 of these. No, 3 of these. I just need 3 of these. So honestly, starting to think whether or not my attempt to make built-in supports for these is even worth it. So let me show you what I did. So this is that tile that I was just pointing at. And as you can see, I made built-in supports because these were not included. And I was having just a little bit of a time printing that. I'm starting to think whether or not it's really worth my time creating built-in supports for all these parts. I don't want to print them vertically because that's just gonna suck. I don't really want to print them with generated supports because that's just gonna suck. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that's probably the best. That's probably the best idea. That is probably the best idea. Trying to think. Because, okay, for these, I can do that. For this, I can't. So let's look at this one real quick. this is its own thing. Oh yeah, this drawer is gonna sag a bit. That's why I'm gonna put a wood insert in the middle that everything connects to. So I have to figure out the best way to print that. Again, I love what printable accessories guys have done. Like, they've done a pretty good job. A lot of this stuff is designed to be printed very easily. Some of the stuff is just not. So I think the best orientation for these is just to be printed like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna get to those hurdles when I get to them, kind of thing. Uh-oh. Oh no! Mini, no! The Mini had a layer shift. Damn. That happened a bit ago, too. You were doing so well, Mini. Oh, I see what happened. There was a filament blob. Damn. I mean, it's still usable, which I will use it. I will show you what I was printing. Say hello to what I was printing. Oh, right. Let me swap over to the top-down view. Hey, Joe. What's up? So let's hide this. So here. I was printing just a simple little holder. Just to hold my beds. Still works. It just layer shifted. I'm gonna print that again. Now that I have multiple beds. Good to catch alive. Is there a way to create a notch placed beneath the slide piece of wood and you can secure it to? It's gonna be secure. Like, I know that it doesn't look like it's gonna be secure. It's gonna be secure. It's gonna work. And it's gonna work pretty well. Alright. This will work for now. Nice little storage. I don't have many mini plates, so a little storage that works will work well. There we go. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I don't know why, but my lav mic is making me quite itchy today. And I don't know why. Nicely. Alright, so let's overview here. There's so much more printing to do. Oh man. It's fine, it's fine. We're gonna get through this. So we need 12 for the top. Let's see. How many do we need for this one? Let's go ahead and isolate this. Okay, of the pieces I'm printing right now... Oh, look at that. There's actually a lot less on here. So the pieces I'm printing right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that makes things a bit easier. So I need 12 for the top. 12 for the top. And then 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So I need 24. That's easy to do. I need 24. So I'm just going to focus on making 24 of those, and then we'll go from there. I have a few that I've printed so far, so let's go ahead and try assembling them a little bit. And let's see what the rigidity is like. You probably replace all the bottom piece with wood. Yes, I could do that if I really wanted to. But I'm printing them using both wood and printing parts all in one go, because that is gonna be good. Damn it. I dropped my rep racks. Alright, here we go. Let's hide that. Let's move the keyboard. Apologies for the mess again. We're still working diligently to do everything here. Okay. hell? There we go. This is from my new friends over at, let me see if this actually shows. Oh yeah, that shows personal information. Bolt Depot. They're new friends. They do bulk screws. As you can tell, I got a lot of screws from them. Alright. So I'm not doing these by hand. If you think I'm doing these by hand, then you're a madman. There we go. Where are my drill bits? Hello, Ajita. Didn't want you right now. Where are my... Oh, there they are. Okay. I need to... I have so much I need to... So yeah, I got 1,000 of these. There's 1,000 screws in here. You heard that right, Callie. I said 1,000. There we go. That is correct. So let's go ahead. Here. Alright. Let's put our first one in. Okay. Gotta be careful, because I'm realizing now that this could easily strip the screw. At least strip the plastic. So I gotta be very careful. And there's no, like... There's no torque on here. It's just... twist it until you feel it. You know what? We're doing this by hand, because I can't feel the torque that I'm applying, and I'm, like, almost certain that I'm doing it wrong. Go the wrong way. I'm not doing it wrong, I'm certain that, like, I'm doing... I don't know. This is one of those things where just having a really low torque wrench or something would be really nice. Just to know that you're not, like, doing something terrible. But, like, this is definitely not something you do heat sensors for. There would be way too many. Spinning. Okay, well, there we go. I mean, actually, is there flex? Yes, there is some flex, but actually not bad. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. We'll try it. We'll try it, and we'll see how it turns out. But, okay, there we go. This first part, so these 6 pieces right there, they are done. Now we gotta work on those. We'll see how long that takes. I'll put this off to the side for now. I'm going to slow down this Prusa Mini. This 75%. Funnily enough, that was the first print failure on the Prusa Mini. These have 2 hours left on them. That's gonna be a while. Okay, well there we go. Huh. Now what? I'm trying to think. You know, we should get Mama Nomad a Prusa Mini. Maybe that's the next milestone we do. Get Mama Nomad a Prusa Mini. She would like a Prusa Mini. It's nice and small. It's easy to work with. Nah, we would get her a Mark IV. I jokingly thought about an H2D, but no way am I ever allowing a bamboo machine in this house. Get her a 5 toilet XL. She already has one. Right behind me. Alright, how... Oh, I totally forgot to even start the print on the... Oh, shoot. Yeah, shoot. I need to reslice that. Because it is not set for 0.6 nozzle. Printer, 3 to 4, that's 0.6. And we're going to go into advanced here. And automatic extrusion calibration or calculation. Now it's a 4-hour print. There we go. Nicole, hello and welcome. All right, and it is downloading, I think. Oh shoot, I forgot to put that on. So we have, I made new filament spool holders for my Mark IVs. So it's these clip onto the back. If I move to large Nomad here, El Grande Nomad, you can see it in use on this one. So I was, before I moved to these, I was using these. Now these are actually the official Prusa 2 kilogram spool holders. So these are the official ones. I generally just watch it, don't usually chat. Well, welcome to the chat. It's a pleasure to have you as part of the conversation. So we usually use these because these are the official Prusa spool holders. And I printed these out of Dark Magic, which I really like them for that reason. But when these are up against where the printers are right now, I can't get the spool off. The spool will not come off the printer. So I literally have to take off the spool holder in order to take the spool off, which is not fun when you're dealing with 2 kilogram spools. So we are replacing these with ones that have rollers on them, which also means that I can use larger spools on those printers if I ever want to. Because I have, give me a second, let me go grab it. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. This is a 2.3 kilogram spool. So this is from Printed Solid. This is Jesse. But you can see why I have this. This is a transition spool. So that is the start of our PLA right there. And that is the desired color. So this is bold blue, but it's a transition spool. Now, here's the thing with this. We don't sell 2.3 kilograms. This is, hey, we needed the line going and we need to get it going into the right color. Transition spool. So, I have a few of these. Just a few. Well, let me show you. Again, 2 kilogram spool from Prusa. Yeah. That don't quite fit. That doesn't fit. No matter how you do that, it won't fit. That looks way uniform to be a transition spool. That's because we're good. It's a transition spool 100%, so we would not sell. Somebody touch my spaghetti. No. You guys didn't see it. At least I don't think you saw it. But I left the spool on the table. You know, like this. So I left it like this. I stepped away. And this just fell onto the floor. You can't win these in the giveaways. I do apologize. This is not something you can win. You can, if in your you can select transition spool, and there's a chance you'll get a spool like this, just not this size. This is special. We do not directly sell 2.3 kilogram spools. If you want to buy 2.3 kilogram spools, you have to buy in bulk. And you have to request 2.3 kilogram spools. So that's why we don't sell these. You get special request. But when people order, you know, in bulk a certain color, they don't want a transition spool. So, yeah. Yeah, it is very specific because this is a welding wire spool. This is a welding wire spool. That's why it's so weird. Why it looks like that, because here's hold on, let me grab you a 3 kilogram spool. Can I even reach the 3 kilogram spool? So this is a 3 kilogram spool. Now let me clear my desk real quick here. So that's a 3 kilogram spool, right? This is a 2.3. It is the same diameter, but the internal diameter is different. It is just a little bit more. That's the big difference. I've been collecting 3 kilogram spools because I want to load it up with Jesse Filament. Aren't you a big wig there now? You can make that 2.3 kilogram spool happen. No, I will not. If there was a large spool size that I wanted to make happen, it would be the 3 kilogram spools. Because I print a lot, and I do print a lot of one color very often. So a 3 kilogram spool is great for me. Here's another transition spool that I love. I'll show it in a moment. This is a transition spool for our electric lemonade. If you ever get electric lemonade transition spool, congratulations. You have upside down yellow. You have upside down yellow. This is a positron color. This is an accidental positron color. Electric lemonade transition spool is positron color. Yeah. Yeah, now 1 kilogram spools look tiny, right? It is deceiving. But yeah, so this is a transition spool of electric lemonade. So it is clear on the inside, but yeah, I love this color so much. I love it so much. Oh shoot, I don't have a spot for this spool now. Oopsies. Yeah. Oh wait, I do. Oh, that's tight. There we go. Wait, do I have space down there? I do have space. Hold on. There we go. Still getting used to how many spools I can actually fit on my rep rack. The answer is a lot. If you don't have a spot for it, time to print it, right? No, I need more spots. That's the answer. I need more spots. I have a lot of spools that I need to just get rid of. Let's do that. Let's work on... okay, so I need to prep these. Let's do that. So I need to prep all of these for rep racks. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is enough. I also need more of these, but I can... Oh, wait, they're literally right over here. So I have 1, 2... Okay, I have enough. All right. The one thing I don't like about rep racks is that they use Imperial hardware. But I understand that there's really no way around that. So sad. I'm sad. Didn't use clamps on my rep rack. Gravity holds them just fine. That is aight. Yeah, I'm not gonna trust gravity. I'm good. I'm not sure, Tin, if you are referring to what I mean or what Sebas mean. Oh wait, Tin, do you know what's that noise? Oh, one sec. Really? How did that not blob of death? Did it blob of death and I just didn't notice it? Oh no, it... Ow. Okay. It peeled up. Alright, let's start that again. I have a bunch of rep rack. Rep Rack uses Imperial hardware. At least that's what I found. I think they're compatible with metric hardware because you can find metric hardware that works. But Pooch designed them with, as far as I'm aware, he designed them. Yeah, you can use metric, but they were designed with Imperial. Yeah, because you know, half-inch conduit, half-inch EMT. Ow. Yeah, it was just designed with Imperial. Admittedly, the idea is that this is a cheap filament storage solution, and the cheapest way to do a filament storage solution is not to use metric in the United States. It is to use Imperial hardware, because Imperial hardware is a lot cheaper here in the United States. Mine cost me like $10, so yeah, very cheap. Yep. Mine is a bit more, but that's also because I have a lot more rep rack than what most people would have. So that's one set done. Also, I can't find like this screw locally, but I have to get it off Amazon for $5. Per 40. Sucks. Okay, conduit I did not think about, but I have seen many USA different things for the poles. I only use half-inch conduit. Yeah, which, you know, is what you should do. I also use half-inch EMT. Now, I use EMT so that I don't use support to the middle. Cheap is the Underdark method on the floor. Coda, that's what I've been doing. I don't want to be doing that anymore. I want to actually be able to see all of my filament. And honestly, it looks pretty good. I'm happy. Just push print. Welcome, friend. Oh, just push print's very popular today. What's up, man? Man, the Prusa Mini is so freaking quiet right now. I'm tempted to turn on stealth mode just to see how quiet it actually is. Let me do that. It's so quiet. That is so quiet. I need to try stealth mode more. Skull Army! What's up, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, another set done. Now... there we go, and now I have enough spares for any other rep rack that I want to do. So I'll put that over here. Go. Ah, almost dropped it. Almost did my best Lance tech tip suppressor. I don't like this thing, but it works. It's super cheap. It's USB-C powered. And I do like that I can change its orientation. That's cool. I don't know what this magnetic thing is for. Apparently I can get an ACOG scope on my drill. You know, +5 accuracy. I was thinking about those wooden dowels for my rack. Wooden dowels would work. EMT conduit is $5 for 5 feet. So it's pretty cheap. And at least for me, I'm able to do a 40. Hold on. So I am comfortably able to do a width about this big, which, like, it's not even. I can't even get it to appear. It's big. It's big. It is about 3.5 feet, roughly. Yes, that's about 3.5 feet. And this is able to hold a ton of spools with no support in the middle. So this is why I like EMT conduit. The stuff is cheap. It works really well. And it is a pain in the ass to cut if you don't have a hacksaw. There are tools you can get to cut it that make it a lot easier. Don't do what I did, because I got like the cheapest little piece of crap. And yeah, you can get this at like Lowe's or Home Depot for $5. Yeah. You can get it in 10-foot lengths for actually about the same price, which is kind of crazy that like 5-foot EMT and 10-foot EMT is about $5 each. So if your car can hold 10 feet, there you go. Also, my clock just updated. It now says 2200 hours. I like that. I like my new clock. All right. Well, now what? Done with that. Shoot, I'm running out of things to do. Uh-oh. Let me go get another drink, because it's warm in here. I need to have like a thing of water down here at all times. I'm back. Oh. What happens? Print fan not spinning. Yeah, well, yeah, that's because you got... You? That's weird. It's getting the first few layers down, but then it's failing. It's interesting. That's the second time this has happened. Mind you, this is very thin. Let's try printing it with a bit of a brim. Skirt and brim. Let's just do a 2mm brim width. No, let's do more. Yeah, there we go. The clock updates, it updates every minute, but it refreshes every 15. Why are... The fan looks like it's spinning. Yeah. Oh yeah, I already answered that. But yeah, since it's a it is a e-ink clock, it updates every minute, so it does show accurate time, but it does like a full screen refresh every 15. It is currently 25 degrees Celsius in here with 40% humidity. So it is warm in here. Hail hydrate, indeed. Hail hydrate. We gotta put little Buddy 13 somewhere. Put him right here. A little thinking guy. I like Dummy 13 to be a rubber duck, because so if you don't know that term, rubber ducking is, hey, I need something to talk to and just get like ideas out of my head, or I am stuck thinking of a problem and I need help trying to figure it out. I'm gonna turn on stealth mode, which will slow it down. Okay. You could do the Konami 13 since you're using the Konami on the switchwire. Konami 13? Is that a Dummy 13 thing? Also, the switchwire is currently in pieces, so I have to redo that entirely. Trade you, it's 30. Oh, God. Yeah, I could not handle 30C, because that 30C is when you can start printing ABS, ASA without an enclosure. Bigger Dummy 13 with a Konami on its head? Oh my god, I love it. Oh, I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do that. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Coda. You know, I could go a step. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's go a step further with our prep here. Where is that? There. We're gonna go a step further and actually get things prepped for hanging rep rack. So no, my mom's gonna want to do it with me, so let's just get this out of the way. All right, so here's how we're doing this. So I need one more. Here we go. All right, so here's how we're doing this. So 2, 2, 2. We're gonna start with 1. All right. So we are only, so those are the wrong ones. These are the right ones. Okay. So we're only doing these because I have to put on the back one first, and then I can worry about the front. So go ahead. Grab these sheet metal screws. Okay, we're just gonna preload them. I'm not a fan of how this one looks at all, actually. Hold on. That doesn't look much better. It's fine. I'm never gonna look at it. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we put this one in. There we go. Now the reason I do just that one, I don't do the front one yet, is because I need to get a screwdriver in there and actually tighten that up. Because I put this up first. I don't really know what the right method to do this is, but this is how I do it, and it works. I did not watch any guides on how you're supposed to install RepRack. I probably should have watched guides on how to install RepRack. But hey, I have installed multiple RepRacks. There's a guide. Oh, does everyone wing it? Is it one of those things that's like, oh, this makes enough sense, I'm just gonna do it my way? I mean, that makes sense. Everyone, all right, yeah, it looks like everyone just wings it. Glad I'm not the only one. All right, now go. I looked at the photo, it's like, okay, yeah, that's what I did. Like, yeah, that makes sense. I did the wrong side. There we go, that's the right one. I heard the cool docking on the XL, and I was just like, oh! I went all unga bunga on my XL there for a second. Okay, there we go. Oh, one second. Is there a guide or something where the pipe won't spin on you, or is that just like excessive? So what I do is I use these clamps. I only put it on one side. Oh, sorry, I only put it on one side. Technically, you should do it on both, but I only do it on the one side. And I screw those down, and that prevents it from spinning. So that's what I do. What just fell off? I heard something plastic get knocked off. I don't know what it was. It sounded like it came from over here. Okay, that print on the XL looks okay. Doesn't look too inspiring. Well, no, the keyboard brackets just started, so it wasn't one of them. I need to find a cryo plate that's big enough for the Prusa XL. But I may just invest in the polycarbonate plate from Prusa XL, from Prusa. Because that's what those cool plates are. They're just polycarb. Only thing is they're expensive. think BQ goes up to 350 by 350. I'll have to check that. Oh, I just dropped a very, very sharp screw on the floor. And I didn't see where it went. I'm going to be walking in here one night, and I'm going to be like, what to do? Step. Ow. Dead. Where did that go? Where did that go? I have no idea where that went. Okay. That's just lost the time. Don't worry, your foot will find it. Exactly, my foot will find it. Need a yard magnet. Yeah, I do. I was saying, no, the brackets didn't finish printing. They failed a couple times. And it's because my build plate is not exactly clean. I think I have to treat it. Mind you, Wham Bam has very specific instructions on how you're supposed to clean the bed. So, like, they tell you how you're supposed to treat the bed to begin with. I didn't do that. I just started printing on it. And it worked great. It worked really well. But I started getting some inconsistencies. And then I put some Vision Miner on it. Vision Miner helps, but I don't want to keep putting Vision Miner on. Because Vision Miner is expensive. Treat it like wine and dinner, right? Yeah, I have to go take it out to dinner. That will, that'll be what I have to do. Now you see, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to make an electromagnet on the ceiling. I'm going to turn it on, and then that's just going to summon every magnet, every screw that I've ever dropped ever. Yeah, steel wool and acetone is what they recommend. I did not do that. One, I don't have acetone, so I didn't do that. And I don't want to scratch the bed, so I don't want to use steel wool. Like, putting acetone on that bed just feels wrong. But it is what you're supposed to do. I mean, right now it's sticking. I think that brim is exactly what it needed. So it looks fine. We'll see. Mind you, it is printing with very little surface area. So that's probably the biggest problem right now. The fact that it has no surface area. But like, there is a subtle carbon fiber imprint on the plate that it leaves, and I love that. And the best part is I can say that it's real carbon fiber. It's not the fake stuff. I have some plates I really need to wash, but I get lazy to put more Vision Miner on it. Yeah. No, I saw you. You're not getting away from me this time. Yeah, that's the problem, Maker mindset. I won't do the steel wool correctly because I'm not good at doing that. You want to come over to Philly and do it for me? I'll give you a personal tour of Printed Solid. That's worth it, right? Send out your plates to be cleaned. If I send out my plates, I will, I'll never see them again. It is, yeah, 24.5 in here. It's warm. I think that's just going to be like the standard now for this room, which sucks, but that's what I get for moving into a small studio. Wait, did I just think of a service? Plate cleaning and vision miner treating? Dude. There you go. Yeah, I feel like that's a money printing service right there. Especially since plates are actually fairly cheap to ship. Because they're very small parcels, relatively speaking. Especially like V0 plates. That'd be so cheap. Fuck, I did that wrong. Fuck. Yeah, do it like we did through at East Coast. Again, I think what we did at East Coast Rep was genius. Where we had a pit crew for positron. And people could bring their positrons to get repaired. I think that was amazing. But yeah, we're not doing that again. Not unless we actually paid the people to do it. Because they were not able to really enjoy the show as much as we had hoped. There we go. All of those are now done. All right, let's go ahead and open up the Filament giveaway, shall we? Print real quick. Good. Looking good. It's amazing how quiet the XL and the Prusa Mini are when in stealth mode. Stealth mode's pretty impressive. I will admit that. Let me take the hat off for a bit. I know, like, the hat's become part of my brand, weirdly. But yeah, I just need to take it off for a bit. What did I wear before? I'm starting. I forget if I just kind of. In my older streams before December, did I just kind of wing it? With no hat? I think I did. It feels so weird to think of my persona without a hat now, because now I would just wear hats constantly. What was I doing? Oh yeah, filming giveaway. Right. Yeah, I raw dogged it with no hat, man. Yeah, I got a bald spot forming on the back. The front is starting to thin. It sucks. But that is what getting older will do. I'm not Okay, yeah, that's curling. So I'm getting, oh. Is the chamber too warm? Alright, I heard it knocking. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time, but with the doors open. getting enough cooling. I think that's our problem here. Someone knocked over my UPS. There we go. We'll try that again. We're just having some troubles with PLA right now. Yeah, one thing I did not inherit from my family: baldness. Lucky. Grow a beard to distract? Nah. I could, but my beards don't really look that great. Yeah, so looking at this, it just looks like we're curling because of a lack of cooling. It adhered really well. I think the first few tries was just, not that great of bed fusion. But now we're doing great. Sorry, Coda just sent me a very cursed thing. Alright. Go ahead and accept responses. Copy the responder link. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want a chance to win some Jesse Filament, go ahead and click on that wonderful giveaway link that I just put up. And you'll get a chance to win some Jesse. Some beautiful Jesse Filament. I love Jesse. Jesse Filament's good. It is made the same stuff as Crucimen. So it's high quality shit. Oh, I forgot to start the print. So, point of admission. Yeah, oh yeah, no, it has to be in stock. Yes. I forgot. I don't think anyone's picked filament that has been out of stock. But yes, it has to be in stock. Otherwise, you're probably going to be waiting forever. Not forever, but like waiting until we actually restock it, which might have a delay. And I can't tell you why. There's news. There's news. News is happening. But I am not revealing that news. Anyway, send in transitions. Well, no, I won't do that. I won't do that. Just pick one that's in stock. Simple. Sorry, double checking things here. So, Kat, I'm gonna request something here. Yes, I work for Printed Solid. I appreciate people reaching out to me directly for support. Like, helping you guys is something I do love doing. Please don't tag me on Twitter if you're having a problem with your printer. If you bought something from Printed Solid and you're having a problem with it, don't tag me on Twitter. I will not respond. And that is because I can't respond to it. Because that is not an official channel for support. Simple as that. If you tag me on social media with a problem you're having, I'm off the clock. I'm not responding. I am an hourly employee. I am not a salary employee. So yeah. Please don't ping me. Anyway. I've had it happen multiple times at this point. I'm just like, guys, I love all of you beings. I love all of you, and I want to help all of you. I want to support all of you, but I can't. Yeah. So, if you guys need assistance with anything printed solid related, you can go to the printed solid website and reach out to them that way, and we will respond during office hours. Sorry, double checking things. Like, super hypersensitive about that printer right now. It typically prints really good, but I usually don't print tall PLA things, especially tall, thin PLA things. I definitely don't do. I might try to print this on the Mini. I'm curious, how does Brad's orange glitter? I don't have Brad's orange. What is Brad's orange? Hold on. I don't really... Hold on. Brad's orange. No, that's Prusament. I typed in Prusament, not printed solid. Brad's orange. Yeah, I don't actually know what that one looks like. Not off the top of my head. I have mystery orange. Okay, so it's slightly darker than our safety orange. I don't have safety orange on me. Hold on, I gotta check the Prusa Mini here real quick. Gotta make sure it's not something. It's something. Okay, let's stop the Prusa Mini print. So I wanted to print this without supports, but I think I have to print this with supports. Because in the slicer, it looked like what I'm printing didn't have things on it, but now that I look at it, yeah, it do. So where? No. Over here? Yeah, easy print. Okay. Supports. We're going to do organic supports. On. Preview. Aquamarine is really nice. Here, I'll grab Aquamarine here in a second. Okay, no, don't want that. So, okay, preview. Here, where's Aquamarine? Where's Aquamarine? I have Aquamarine somewhere. There's Aquamarine. This is Aquamarine. It is a very... But it's shiny. Absolutely beautifully shiny. And I love it. I don't use it very often. Here is a print in... This is off the Baby Belt, so that's why it doesn't look that great. Rob was tuning the Baby Belt with this print, so that's why it doesn't look great. But it's just... It's beautiful. It came out so nice. It's so shiny. And, like... Again, this is PLA. This is Elixir. Let me show you something. So, silk filament is traditionally thought to be very weak, right? Silk filament is very weak. I am trying to break this along layer lines right now. I'm trying to break this along layer lines. It's... Look at my fingers. My fingers are going white. They're... I can't. Am I using all my strength? No. But if I had done this with any other brand of silk filament, this would have cracked right away. That is because we have a special concoction. Our Jesse elixir actually forms proper polymer bonds with the TPU and the PLA, allowing it to actually bond together and become really strong. This coming from the one who couldn't crush a... Listen. Here is that same part in Prusa Orange. This is done in Prusa Orange, right? But this is just Prusament. There you go. So I just broke that along the layer lines, right? Same print. Same area. Again. And that's a very weak area. I'm struggling. As you saw, I just broke it here along layer lines. Anyway, elixir is very strong. I love elixir. The orange one was pre-cracked, rigged. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You know what? We're gonna use snug supports. Was stepped on like that screw that will be later. Oh no, Hattie. Oh man, I do love... Sorry, I have to gush real quick. I love Prusa Easy Print. This is so good. Alright, we're gonna go with organic supports. And I wish somebody printed on these, but that's fine. Alright, how are you doing? Any better curling? It's still curling. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this. We are going... This is what we're going to do. I'm going to set Pleiades, the Prusa XL. I'm going to set this to number 4. Preview. We're gonna swap things around a little bit. Easy Print is pretty slick. I do like Easy Print. I really like Easy Print. Easy Print is just, it's solid. Oh, you want to do the middle of the bed? I mean, sure. All right. Go crazy. Okay. Let's go to this slice here. Let's swap it to the Prusa Mini. Where's my Mini? Oh, right. I did not add the Mini. Not in here. Discard. Okay. Going here. Prusa Mini. Yeah, I'm printing something else on the XL. I'm printing the mini bed holder on the XL, and I'm gonna print the keyboard holder on the mini. It should be able to do this. I'm gonna give it a brim just to be safe. There's something more, but you said move, so somehow I typed mover. Oh. Makes sense. Alright, we are going to do outer brim only. We're gonna do 4 mil. Slice. Yep, there we go. That looks good. And send it off. Material doesn't. Oh, whoops! I sliced that for PETG. Let's set that to PLA. I just realized I'm printing this in Galaxy Black. I normally printed this in orange for accent parts, but it's whatever. Black loaded up right now. If I printed this in PETG, it probably would print fine. But yeah, all I have is PLA loaded. Is what it is. I did learn how to disconnect typing and talking. It was rough. Yeah, so I can do that as well. Wait, what? Huh. I'm gonna do some investigating in a bit here, but let's see. Yeah, so here. Okay. So I'm going to try and type something that is different from what I'm saying. I don't really understand what I'm going to be typing, but oh no, I can't do this. But I have mastered not looking. So, for example, when I type like, type like this, I can talk and look at someone else exclusively, but to say something and type something else, it is very difficult to do. I only made one spelling mistake in that, and that was something. Here, let's do something fun. Let's do this. 1 second. Let me pop this out. This is always a fun thing to do. Let's do a typing test real quick. Mind you, I'm not going to be my full speed. But let's do this real quick. Where is it? Oh god, it's high school all over. Yes, it is. Where is it? Here we are. All right. 84 words per minute on this keyboard. I'm not super fast on this keyboard. I'm still getting used to this keyboard, but yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of that. That's a pretty good speed right there. I like the live chat typing test one because the live chat one, where was the punctuation? That face is what it looks like to work in a cubicle. You are very on the nose there. Oh my god, yes. That was me working in a cubicle for years. Yeah, I would just shut off my brain and just process data. I am so glad I am no longer in that life. Huh. Did it not send? Oh, I forgot to tell it home. Okay. Come on, ladies, print. Ladies. Yeah, I essentially lived the life of Prince. That was not fun. That was not fun. But it made me... Yeah, it's from writing all those tech support tickets. Dude. I have way too much muscle memory of these. I want to go to Azerty. Dvorak. I want to do a Dvorak keyboard. But I can't. I'm too wired for QWERTY. I don't want to do QWERTY anymore. I just want to do Dvorak, but I can't. I'm too wired. Dvorak is a completely different layout of keyboard. Here. Pull it up. So Dvorak is slightly better for what's it called? Here. Damascus, your keyboard's alphabetical? Bro. Which... Oh, it's not in here. There we go. This is Dvorak. Notice how everything's not in a place that you would expect it to be. All of your vowels are on your left hand, so that most of your typing is done by your left hand. So you have, O, A, O, E, U, I, all right there in the home row. All right there. Oh, shoot. 1 second. There we go. Thank you, Sebas. So yeah, all right there in the home row. And then all of your consonants are on the right-hand side and beneath that. So it's sorted so that, you can actually type a little bit faster. You think it would in time. It actually works really well. It works really well. The problem is, uh-oh. Have you failed already? No. 1 second. Well, that sucks. Can I live adjust you any further? Nope. Alright. That one line just didn't stick. Maybe this model I designed is just cursed to not be printable. Because both my XL and my Mini are just rejecting it. And that's like two sides. That's like two sides of the spectrum here. Imagine having your Ford's right. Oh, that would be funny. Look, I want to try learning it. I really want to try learning it because I feel like it would actually help me. Like, I feel like I would be faster on Dvorak than I am on QWERTY, but I'm no longer in a job that requires that of me. I don't need to be a fast typer for my job anymore. So I don't care. And it's great. I love not having to be fast on a keyboard. I love it. I need to get a camera set up so that I can, I want to call an ambulance thinking I had a stroke, right? Hold on. I think there's... Try Dvorak. Okay, so there is a website called Learn Dvorak. And yeah, it helps you learn Dvorak. Yeah. Like, you can type the whole word stat without moving your fingers from the home row. Like, there's so many words you can spell by not moving your hands. That's the idea. I want to learn it. I want to learn it. And you know what? I might try it. I might try figuring out how I can do it. Just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. All right, let's customize this. Yep. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are... The screw Nomad dropped and will step on. That is an entry into our winning list here. Oh man, you guys are good jokesters. You guys are good jokesters. Hey guys, 1 minute warning. Hop into that giveaway if you haven't already. 5 super chats and Nomad has to do the rest of the stream in Dvorak. Actually, I wonder, can I just... Hold on. If I go into my keyboard settings... Settings... Let's see here. Okay. I go to language. Edit language and keyboard options. All right. Add a language. English. Oh wait, I know what's up. English Dvorak keyboard language. Download. Wait, what's this? Workman's keyboard layout? Oh god, no. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. I want to try it. Oh, I hate it. Well, I want to try it, but I hate it. Oh, God. This is worse. Oh, you know what? But if I was going to try anything, I would try this. All right, hold on. I'm going to show you guys what this is. So this is Workmen layout. This is the Workmen layout. Okay. Let's look at this. You thought Dvorak was bad? Get a load of this. Yeah, nothing's in the same spot. Nothing is in the same spot at all. That print looks like it's succeeding, so that's good. A is in the same spot? Okay, A is in the same spot. That does my head in. You know what? Some keys are in same spots. I might actually be able to successfully do this. All right. Let me, let's see. Download. Workman layout. Workman layout. There, okay. Windows. Installer. Workman US. README. Yeah, I'm gonna read the README. This is at, okay. I'll try this on my own time. I will try this on my own time. Anyway, we have a wheel of names to spin. So let me go ahead and close off the giveaway. So no more responses. All right. We grab everyone's name. We should have 24. Wait. Yes. 24. You can't spell shit on the home row, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got a Filament winner to announce. Let's go ahead and shuffle, 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 and spin the wheel. Whee! Nice, I'm drunk. Yeah. All right. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? No. It always has you, like, clenching. Kenneth Davis. Kenneth Davis, you have won a spool of Jesse. I love it when the wheel trolls. I love it so much. I love it so very much. All right, let me go ahead and get this done for you. So 1 second. All right, what spool did you pick? Elixir Gold Rush. There you go. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Create order. I don't have anything printed with the neon yellow with me right now. I do apologize about that. All right, let me just make sure I have the right Kenneth. Yep. No, don't leave. Oh, jeez. All right, you picked what? Gold Rush? Yeah, you put Gold Rush. Ooh, Kenneth. Gold Rush is out of stock. What else do you want? We don't have enough Gold Rush right now. I can put you in for Gold Rush, but you're not going to get it until we make it. So, would you like something else? Yeah, all of chat decided to buy Gold Rush before you could get it. Sorry. Yeah, Tin, what are you saying? They're all good. Just gotta wait for Kenneth here to tell me exactly what he would like to do instead. Mystery Orange. Would you like that in PLA or PG? I'm presuming PLA. But I will not assume. Just wait for them to respond here. PLA, alright. Yeah, Mystery Orange I like. I got a few spools of it. It's good. Alright. Yeah, but at the same time, eh. We're gonna be at a point where we're not gonna be out of stock like ever. So. All right, select. Yep. All right, create order. There we go. You should receive an email. All right. Well, guys, it's 11 o'clock. It's late. I am tired. And I have work tomorrow. And I have D&D tomorrow. So you know what? I'm going to go Dungeons and Dragons and go the heck to sleep. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you all have had a wonderful Monday. I know I have. Remember to hug yourselves more, call your loved ones, hug your loved ones, and give high fives to everybody you see. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a